Hey, it's Matt. Welcome to Black Coal Woodworking. Today I'm working with walnut for the first time. I'm going to be making a bowl. I'm knocking off the corners of this piece because walnut's extremely hard and it's going to be a lot easier to get this thing round without those corners. I've never used walnut before, and I'm actually pretty impressed with the grain, even just off the tool. I decided to face off the front end of this blank as well, that way I've got really square surfaces to work with. Here I'm marking out where I'm going to put my tenon so I can fit this into the 4-jaw chuck. I use a parting tool to create the recess I need, and then use a spindle gouge to clean it out. To create the shape, I'm using my 1/2-inch bowl gouge. I use a diamond point tool to create a little decoration. This is after sanding up to 600 grit. This is 800 grit. And you'll see me work my way up to 10,000 grit for the next little bit. I'm going to leave out most of the sanding. You really just see the grit and the result. So this is 2,000 grit. Gets a little bit shinier after 3,000. You can see the lights start to get brighter and brighter in the reflection of the wood. It's actually quite amazing how that works. After 10,000 grit, it is extremely smooth. Feels like glass actually. And this is my walnut oil and beeswax. And this was made for this, or with this. It's walnut oil. And this is walnut. So that's kind of going to work together, I would imagine. After rubbing it in, I turn on the lathe to give it a good buff. Check out that shine and the depth. That's amazing. On the flip side, it's time to hollow this thing out. Here I'm using a 1/2-inch bowl gouge again, and I'm going to flip between this and a round nose scraper, and I tried all sorts of stuff. Walnut is ridiculously hard, and I think I had to change the grind on my tool to make it a little more fitting for this type of job. Here I'm trying the round nose scraper, there's a catch. That sucked. And that sucked even more. Thankfully, walnut's crazy hard and it didn't actually break the tenon. I was able to get it back into the chuck, and that's after sanding to 10,000 grit on the inside, and I'm again applying that walnut oil and beeswax mixture. After another good little buff, all that wax and oil is into the wood, and it's gorgeous. It's got that depth, it's got a bit of shine. I love it. This is a pretty little bowl, if I do say so myself. It's about 6 inches across and probably 1.5 inches tall or so. That little catch I had got there and there. It's actually not too bad. Kind of highlight it in the lighting for you. Overall, very nice little bowl. Too bad I had the catch, but whatever. Now my wife has a gift. Turns out I had so much fun I had to make a second one. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and please consider subscribing. See you next time.